Hello, I'm Jennie Churchill. I've been a TLC board member for 8 years and I've recently become chair. I'm also a natural guardian, and with my husband Rob, I've established a named foundation fund in memory of my parents. The TLC is one of the largest private landowners in Tasmania, and as a TLC board member and a supporter, I never fail to be proud when I can say those words. It's really a formidable achievement. And our 20 magnificent permanent reserves form a really significant part of those landscapes. These are our conservation gems, and it's our responsibility to look after them, to protect them, and to manage them forever. Now, this isn't an inexpensive task, and that's where the TLC Foundation plays a really critical role. Established in 2009, the Foundation is both an endowment fund with a growing capital and a means of generating a reliable cash income stream so we can cover all of the costs annually of our permanent reserve estate. Now, the foundation funds cover not just the mundane but essential tasks such as weeding, fencing, roadworks, feral animal control, and of course fire management. What really excites me and presses my buttons is the fact the foundation supports the all-important scientific work that happens right across our permanent reserve estate. And that includes extensive installation of both visual and acoustic monitoring devices. And these are already gathering really valuable data on the health and status of vegetation, wildlife, and other ecosystem values. So how does the foundation operate? Well, the board is responsible for ensuring that the foundation investments are properly managed, and that is guided by the prudent person standard and also by a strict ethical screening process. The foundation's subcommittee reports regularly to the board on the management of investment risk, on the investment performance, and also on the performance of our investment managers, the excellent JB Ware. So where are we at with the foundation? Well, our objective is ultimately to grow that capital so that it covers 100% annually of all management costs of our permanent conservation reserves. And I'm really delighted to be able to say that we have 13 million and more invested. Some of those funds have come from bequests, and for that we are enormously grateful. So some of the other stats that I'd like to share, the foundation investments returned 5.4% as at the 30th of June 2019, and at the moment the foundation is covering around 75% of all those permanent reserve management costs. What does that mean in real terms? Well, this financial year, that's $424,000 from the foundation. Next financial year, that will increase to $474,000. Now, we could not have the foundation capital growing towards its 100% goal without the enormous generosity of the individuals who are giving to the foundation within their lifetime or who are choosing to leave a bequest. Now, one of the other special opportunities with the foundation is the establishment of named funds. And we have over 50 individual named funds now in the foundation, which is just fantastic. And I mentioned briefly that Rob and I established the Jack and Nora Don Fund in memory of my parents. And during my childhood, I spent a lot of time in nature. And that's left me with a really deep love for bush and coast and plants and animals and birds. And I tell the story of my parents' influence through a link to their special page on the TLC website. And other fund founders have also told a personal story of why they've established a named fund. I really encourage you to hop onto the website and to read some of those very personal and often moving stories. As well, those particular web pages have a donate button so that family and friends and members of the public can also choose to help build that particular named fund. So thank you for joining us today online and for listening. We really hope that you, like us, are excited about the work the TLC is doing to protect and manage some really irreplaceable and remarkable landscapes across Tasmania.